Hi, this is Evan from Digital Team Coach. In this video, I want to talk to you about how you can set up a solid internal communication system for your church to be able to improve the communications between you and your other church leaders. Working with email very quickly gets overwhelming. Communication can get lost very easily when you're trying to thread, when you're trying to include new people, you're forwarding emails on. It's very inefficient. It's a waste of time and a waste of resources as well. We don't want bad communication. We want to have great communication between you and your team. It can be very frustrating when you've got so many different inputs, so many different places and channels where communication is coming to you. So email is one of them. You might be getting Facebook messages, WhatsApp messages, text messages, phone calls, paper messages, face-to-face messages. There's so many different channels and inputs that are coming in, and that adds to that inefficiency with communication. By having one internal communication system in place for you and your core team, your key leaders, it could be staff, it could be other key volunteers as well. You reduce the number of inputs, so you've got one main input that everyone's communicating into, and you're reducing your email by up to 90%. You've got better version control of files and attachments. You can search and find your communication much more easily. And it's also easy to catch people up. So if you have a new person joining the team, you don't have to be updating them sporadically and forwarding lots of new emails onto them. They get access into the channels directly. And look, another benefit of these internal communication systems is the integration with other systems, either with your task management system, your mailing list. It could be a whole lot of different things it can integrate with as well. So the church that I was working at for 6 years, we had been using email for a long time. We had about 20 people on our team. And so it was not easy to communicate with so many people in this way. Things would get lost. It would be hard to find the information that we needed. But we moved on to a system called Slack. And within 2 months, the way that we were communicating with each other had changed for the better. Even the most resistant people on the team were actually really engaged with Slack, and they enjoyed it. It was much easier to thread topics together, set up channels that we can add people in more easily, have attachments in there, be able to have ongoing conversations, and both have, not just formal communication, but also channels of informal communication as well. So there are lots of these internal communication systems available. Slack is a really well-known and well-respected tool. Other tools that you can access as well, particularly if you've got a Microsoft 365 account, is Microsoft Teams. If you're on the Google Suite, Google Chat is sort of the new equivalent of Slack. There's Chanty, there's many other ones. So how are you communicating with your leaders at the moment? Are you using one really solid channel, or are there just lots and lots of different ways people are communicating together? I'd love to assist you with finding and getting the right internal communication system in place. Happy to chat with you about that. And you can also join my Facebook group called Digital Systems for Churches. I hope this has been useful for you, and I'll speak with you again soon.